We don't play the social game. We are social. Power 98.5.
Hi, this is Dan Aykroyd. He's progressive. He's beautiful. He's thoughtful. He's intelligent. He's powerful. He's positive. He is Stephen Cuoco on Power 98.5 Satellite Radio.
Prepare yourself.
Okay, let's go.
Empowering listeners from the US to the UK. Live on air with Stephen Cuoco.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining Kenny and I live on air with Stephen Cuoco on Power 98.5. Kenny, we got a lot to talk about. How you doing, my friend?
I'm good, man. Thanks for having me.
You deserve it. You definitely deserve it.
Oh, Lord.
Bring me up to speed. What's going on since your exit from the show?
Honestly, not a whole lot, since everything I do is pretty shut down right now. So I just kind of been chilling back in Chicago, watching the show like everybody else.
How's your clients doing, or what are they doing? If anything, are they still practicing? What's happening behind the scenes with them?
I manage a bunch of bands, and they're still getting together and trying to stay fresh, but not a whole lot of gigs right now. Same with the club I work for. Everything's kind of just on ice right now, unfortunately.
Since the show, what have you learned about yourself? Because your bio is quite interesting. You definitely are different from most guys, especially the fact that I think you're the first person I ever read that hates cheese.
Yeah, I don't even know where the hell. I'll clear that up. I don't hate cheese. I like mozzarella. There's some of them I like.
You still do pizza.
Yeah, I haven't had pizza in a long time, but I don't hate it. I just don't eat it much, but I don't love it either, I guess.
Well, your physique shows it, but then again, I'm sure anything you put in your body is like, what is this? We need to get this out real quick, and just burns it off.
Yeah. I don't think my body would even accept cheese at this point. It would be rejected.
So you're originally from Chicago. Your experience on The Bachelorette, what did that do for you? How did that benefit you as a man, and as a professional in finding out who you are, or like, what did you learn about yourself while on the show?
I to be honest with you, I'm pretty shy in general, and doing the show, it was quite a test to be in those situations and kind of have to be outspoken and do a lot of things that I normally would shy away from. So I guess the biggest thing is, I learned that I can do all those things, and and I went into the show fully open to letting whatever happen. I didn't have any preconceived things going on, like if things happened with Claire, if things happened with Tasha. Well, I didn't know that at first that Tasha would be involved, but either way, I went into it open-minded, to letting something happen if it was going to happen. Obviously it didn't, but I was open to it.
Did you have an expectation at all about it working out for you, Kenny, or did you just go with the flow of everything?
I went with the flow. That's how I usually am. I try to usually with me, I try to expect the worst in anything. That's usually how I am. Like I go into anything with work or just life in general, like, thinking like, what's the worst that's going to happen? And then so if anything good happens, it's, it's kind of nice, if that makes sense.
If I may, and I'm sure I'm getting this correct as most viewers and fans of the show, you appear to be very comfortable within yourself in your own skin.
Yeah, well, like I said, I guess it doesn't, I am shy. Trust me, I am shy. But as far as like that stuff goes, like just being in sort of the modeling industry for a long time, I have become comfortable with, having clothes off in front of people, which I guess is the opposite of being shy, but it's, I guess I'm more shy as more shy when it comes to like speaking in front of groups or like public speaking kind of things, which I guess that's where I'm more shy. When it comes to the clothes coming off, not so shy, apparently.
I'm really super glad you brought that up, and I'm going to tell you why. Chris Harrison,
Yeah.
the little post that he expressed of his thought about you. You want to take a listen?
Yeah, let's listen.
Yeah, let's plug in this. All right, hold on.
Kenny. Kenny. Love my boy Kenny. 39 years old. Yeah, that's right. Read it and weep. He's a boy band manager. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. And yes, there are still boy bands. And yeah, they still need managers. And that's Kenny. He's taking care of the new NSYNCs and the Backstreet Boys of the world. And he very much looks the part. He's a good-looking dude. He's one of the older guys in the house. Again, 39, but definitely plays young. He comes off very young. And I don't know how to say this, but without it being too awkward, but I saw a lot of Kenny. We all saw a lot of Kenny. Things that I will not unsee. And I can tell you, well, he's a good-looking dude. And he has no tan lines. Anywhere. At all. I don't know how you explain that. I guess it's easy to explain, but yeah, so that's Kenny.
Yeah. I love Chris.
Awesome.
I love him. He's so good, dude. So good.
I've seen, I believe it's your Vulcan cover magazine, some of your photos. Like you've got a lot of good, tasteful photos out there. I really see them done in good taste. And I really, really hope you're proud of what you've accomplished for yourself, and in a way that you really show up, that you're not insecure when you're showing your complete self, because I don't see it or feel it. And if you've got insecurities, they are not coming through.
Well, when it comes to a lot of the photos, I've been fortunate enough to shoot with pretty much some of the best photographers there is out there, and I've been fortunate to be represented by like pretty much the best agencies in the US. So I've been fortunate, because a lot of times the photographers, a great photographer can really make you look good no matter what, so good lighting, all that.
You look incredible. You do.
Thank you. I'm a bit of a psycho when it comes to my diet and stuff, especially now that I'm getting older. So I definitely live that lifestyle to try to maintain the body. That's all I got right now, Stephen.
Do you find it hard being 39, or do you think it's easier because you've had all these years to learn what you can tolerate, what you can't when it comes to nutrition?
I think I feel like I'm at my prime right now. I feel like I know what works after many years of trying different stuff. I feel like I'm dialed in right now, probably better than I've ever been, going, about to turn 40, not too far away. I feel good right now. I think definitely at my best probably right now.
Can I ask when your birthday is?
June 2nd. So getting semi close to 40.
You're a Gemini.
Yep.
The majority of my childhood friends, which are very, very small, I like to keep a small group, are Gemini. And I find people that are Gemini are the most incredible people. I'm an Aries, and I don't know, Gemini just works for me.
Really good.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I guess I'm definitely Gemini. Like I have two sides. Like, you know, I could be, I guess, an asshole. I don't know if I can say that or not, but
you can.
Okay. I have that side of me. When it's there, when I need it. Not. I don't act that way unless it's called for.
I'm not going to argue there. I've seen that through other people, but it's done. It's not like, and no offense to Scorpios out there, but I find that someone at Scorpio, it can come in really hot or really cold. Gemini, you guys are suave.
Yeah.
Very suave. And the ladies are very good too.
Yeah. Good. Well, I got that going.
Is this true? You believe the best time of the week for a date is Sunday morning over coffee?
I do. I did. That was a legit comment that I gave them. I feel like it's just a very calm time. Like, there's nothing really, it's very chill. It's a very chill time, Sunday morning. Like there's not a whole lot to think about, and and it's just very where you could be in the moment and not really just, I don't know. What do you think? You don't think so?
I believe any time over coffee, depending on how it affects you, can be good.
I agree. Coffee, I'm pretty obsessed with coffee at this point in my life.
Well, I'm going to tell you, you're lucky if you're able to drink regular. I was a cold brew fanatic, grande cold brew from Starbucks for.
That's my go-to. That's my go-to. Not when it's freezing out, but about 8 months out of the year, that's what I'm ordering.
Black, or do you put anything in it?
No, just black. Got to go black now.
Same thing. Yep. And I was 12 months out of the year, even in winter.
I mean, I like the hot one because I can sip it. The cold brew, I drink it in 2 seconds. It's easy. It goes down fast. But it's freezing in Chicago right now, so I'm on the hot.
Oh yeah, you guys get some killer winters out there. I mean, we do here on the East Coast, but yeah, Chicago. Whew.
It's been low 30s lately, so it's definitely hot coffee weather right now.
I would like to play a little clip. I want you, if you could tell us a little bit about it. It's from your Instagram. You had posted this 3 days ago.
Okay.
All right. I definitely would like for you to tell me more about it. It's innocent. It's good. I wouldn't play it if it put you in a hot seat.
All right.
Here we go.
Got it.
So legend has it, Tasha sent me home because she didn't think I could be serious, which may or may not be true. I could be serious, but anyways, I do have a serious question. And this question has been asked to me.
Oops, sorry about that. Here we go.
So legend has it, Tasha sent me home because she didn't think I could be serious, which may or may not be true. I could be serious, but anyways, I do have a serious question. And this question has been asked to me several times on some of the podcasts and interviews that I've done since Tasha sent me home. So I figure let's, you guys can, I'll ask the question, you guys drop in the comments your answers, and we're going to settle this right now, damn it, because this is serious stuff right now. And I'm not going to give my answer yet because I don't want to sway anybody, anything, but here it is. Here we go. Here's the question. Backstreet Boys or NSYNC? Drop your answer in the comments.
All right. Tell me more about that.
Well, because one of the main acts that I that I have that I started is called the Boy Band Night, and it's a boy band tribute. So that's how I got the Boy Band Manager label on the show. And throughout a lot of the since I left the show, a lot of the interviews I've done, everybody always asks if I'm more NSYNC or Backstreet Boys. So that was and it's a hot question. So you kind of got to be careful with it, because people get crazy over those two, you know. I haven't really officially named my answer yet because I'm scared of the backlash.
Are you serious?
No. I've actually I have answered I have answered the question on some of the pods, but I do say in sync usually, and that's because I'm a huge Justin Timberlake fan, so that's why. But I do love them both, and my band we do a lot of NSYNC and Backstreet Boys, so we love both equally.
All right, I got to do it. Let's see if we can find it. All right.
All
right. For shits and giggles, what the heck? Why not? Just
to
what do you
got?
All right, we're pulling it up. Just want to see what happens to you when it kicks in.
Okay.
There we go. Boy, he looks so young.
Oh Lord.
Wow. What's your favorite song by them?
You know, I actually I like Everybody from Backstreet Boys.
Okay.
That's a banger. That song slaps. Everybody.
All right, let's see if we can find it.
That's the song we usually open our shows with. It's a great intro song.
I haven't heard this in years. At least it's been a long time.
It's good stuff. You're missing out. You got to get it back in the rotation. Get it back in your playlist.
Hold on. Here we go. There you go, my friend.
Yeah, thank you.
So if I were to come to your venue, what would the ambiance and the feeling be like the moment I enter?
So the venue I work at, it's very it's big. It holds 4,000 people total, but it's a bunch of different rooms. So you walk into the main room with the stage, and if the band's playing, it's like you walk in, there's high energy, it's right in your face. Big light show, big sound, just fun. It's a fun spot, dude. And it's in the South Side, so it's not like it's a blue collar neighborhood, and it's not, you're not seeing people dressed in suits and stuff. It's, it's just regular everyday crowd. It's pretty awesome. You love it.
When things start opening back up again, what top bands are you representing, or are you just balanced with all of them that they're all your favorite? When are they going to start rotating and cycling through back again?
So basically what it is me and my partner, my business partner, we create bands. We create tribute bands and cover bands. So we have 6 that we've made. And at this point we're hoping, honestly, right now we're hoping for summer. That's how far off we're hoping right now. We have a lot of our 2020 summer rebooked to 2021. So we're hoping that things get back to normal come May, June. That's kind of where we're at right now for live music.
In your area, what is the climate like during this pandemic? Is it a little bit more low key? Is it high crazy like what's on the news about Florida? Or are you more like us here in the New York area?
Chicago's, I think, more like New York. It's very quiet, and I live in the Loop, so I'm like smack dab, like in the middle of downtown, and it's quiet, man. Like I live in a theater district, like Chicago Theater is right on my block. Like, in normal times it'd be packed around here, but it's ghost town. It's been ghost town for a while, and pretty much everybody walking the streets has a mask on, but it's just in general, there's just not a lot of people around. The only good thing is there's no traffic, which I do enjoy that.
Really?
I mean, I can get around pretty quick right now. But it's definitely a ghost town downtown lately, unfortunately.
Are you and your dad still working out together every day?
Oh yeah. Yeah. My mom joined us too. So I got both of them now. I was with them this morning.
Were you? Mask
Yeah,
on and everything. No worries.
No worries. They're good. They're both retired now. So, I'm trying to keep them in shape, even though they don't diet like I do, but at least they're working out.
You don't get too distracted by looking at yourself in the mirror, and I'm speculating here, while they're working out, or do you pay attention to every rep and form that they're doing?
Well, I'm not. Yeah, I keep an eye on myself. They're there with me, but my dad keeps an eye on my mom. I keep an eye on myself in the mirror, keep everything straight. No, it's cool though to be able to hang out with them every day. I know a lot of people don't get that opportunity, but it's pretty cool.
Being aware that you would like to be in a relationship and with a woman, a serious relationship, that of a woman who's not controlling, fake, or wrongly opinionated. Do you believe you will meet such a woman?
I don't know. At this point, it's it hasn't come about, and I guess I'm running out of time, right? Sort of.
No.
Nah, I know. It's just for me, it's just I'm at the end of the day, I guess I'm too picky. Maybe I expect too much, and I want it to be perfect. Obviously, that's not realistic, but it's just for me. I want it to be something that complements my life, and I complement somebody else's life instead of making it complicated, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not looking for something that's not going to be, super stressful, which I know that is part of it, but not, it doesn't have to be a big part of it. So I don't know. It could just be, I might just be too picky. That's all.
Do you think it's wrong to have high standards, and maybe the perception of thinking that you're picky, it just means that you just have high standards because you know yourself so well that it would make sense, especially where you're at in your life, Kenny, that the level of maturity and sophistication, but yet that being in touch with the kid self, a woman would be able to have balance to understand the man who Kenny is, as well as the fun, loving, charismatic Kenny. Makes sense.
Yeah. Well, because that kind of goes, going back to like what I said about kind of why Tasha let me go is, I do goof around a lot. I am a smart ass for the most part. And I try not to take anything too serious, even if it is serious. I could be serious, and I understand serious situations, but I'm still usually trying to find the funny in any situation, which not everybody gets. But if I do find a woman that understands that and can play along with that and enjoys it, then that could be a perfect match. But I don't think it's a bad thing to have high standards. I think the downfall to most relationships is people kind of settle, for whatever, and that's usually why a lot of them don't work out. Does that make sense?
It does.
Yeah. Something like that.
To segue that into you believing that there are times that you are misjudged from what people see on the outside. Do you believe that still holds true, or do you believe it's somewhat subsided through the years because you just don't give a shit anymore?
You hit it on the nail. I actually don't give a shit. I just act how I act, and whatever. You hit it right on the head there. And most people would agree that they know I don't, for the most part, I don't give a shit kind of what people think or how I'm perceived, because I know I'm a good person. I know even if I am being an asshole in a situation, it's probably for a good reason and trying to reach a good outcome of whatever the arguments about. So, there's not a lot of people that you could find out there that are going to say that I'm a shitty person at the end of the day. It's just, I guess, if you can tolerate me or not. I mean well.
I do believe there's a woman out there for you. I really do. No
Oh,
bullshit.
Good. Thank you.
I believe you're young enough and you're mature enough. I believe your decision to go on The Bachelorette was very healthy for you personally.
I agree.
I believe that you're mature enough, and I mean this, no bullshit. I do believe, just by paying attention to how you speak and the way that you speak, how you really navigate content and what's out there, you really have a strong control, and that's not in a narcissistic or domineering way. It's in a way that you understand your own narrative. You understand what you like, what you don't like, but yet there is a way that you're open for new communication. You're open for new experiences. And I believe that is the misconception that could be possibly happening with you or for you, is you're being taken for face value. You're being taken for what you say. You come across extremely strong and with conviction. That is obvious. Very strong and convicted. And I hear it, within this entire interview. I believe if someone would just, I believe that when you meet the woman that is not in a place or space where she wants to rush through life, where she wants to rush to settle down, she's going to be able to find all the golden gems that are about you.
Oh, thanks, man. That was beautiful.
And I do believe that I don't feel right now that you would attract someone that's materialistic, but I do believe that there could potentially be an intimidation, because women can be very hard, as you know, on themselves, especially physically. And once again, you give off air that it is not difficult to be you. And that can be intimidating to women.
Sure. Yeah, I see that. I get that. I get that a lot. Yeah. That's very nice, Stephen. Those are very nice, kind words. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. And it's the perception that I have of you. It's why we're here. It's what I see. And I get it,
Well, real quick, what I was going to say, referring back to Tasha, is and the funny thing is, we did have a little bit of a rapport in the beginning, kind of, because she's very, her personality, she is very bubbly and fun, and we were kind of matching that way. And I just think we ran out of time. I didn't have enough time to, just kind of show that you could, I could be serious when it needs to, when it needs to be. Like, she referred to, like, meeting her parents, if I could be serious. And, I just ran out of time, just didn't get to that point with her, unfortunately.
And that's where you hit the nail on the head. And I can honestly tell you that I believe that, and this is only my perspective, I believe, for what it's worth, and the responsibility ABC has to put into this show, I believe, and I can only speak for you, that you did your best. The show did its best, and you were represented in a way that was in the best of light for everyone involved, understanding the position that you have and what the show has and what ABC has. And I know the industry well enough to where I feel confident to say that I do believe the synergy that was created, the partnerships, even what Chris, had shared about in his testimony, you conveyed to the best of your ability. The show did its best to its ability, and ABC, to bring to light who Kenny Braasch really is. And before the clock strikes 12, you did and brought who you were. And there's no misconception on that. Once again, when you meet a woman, the right person who is willing to breathe and to pause and to enjoy life with you in the moment, not in the past, not tomorrow, not 6 months from now. You know, am I going to get a ring and engagement? Not worrying about whether you're going to want to have children or not. Getting to know you to find out and to let the narrative unfold gradually so both of you can build this story together. That's when it's going to click. People mess relationships up too much by bringing in perceptions and ideas and goals, but they're your ideas and goals. It's been singular the whole time. And did you even leave room for growth? And a lot of people don't leave room for growth.
No, what you're saying is, it's like you're reading my mind on some of this stuff, because that's what's the hard part about the show is it's sort of you're having to accelerate the relationship. So you're talking about kids, and you're talking about, Tasha would ask if I would move from Chicago to California. And it's like, I don't know. I'm like, I got to tell you right. I can't tell you that right now. Like, I don't know if I want kids. She's talking about kids, but like you just said, like, I'm not opposed to any of those things, but I'm not going to just say yes, yes, yes. It's one of those things, like you just said. It's just if it happens naturally, then that's what happens. But I can't like pre-plan any of that stuff, So what you said is 100% accurate.
What do you believe is important for those who are tuning in to Live on Air with Stephen Cuoco, Kenny Braasch on Power 98.5, to future listeners, those who are going to tune in and listen to this show? It's going to air this Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. It's going to be on Spotify, all those platforms. What would you like your legacy be known for? And what is it that, without telling anyone what you want them to think about you, what do you believe is who you really are, and that you are proud of yourself for accomplishing, for being, that you would like to be remembered by?
Oh man, that's tough questions right there.
I know you can handle it.
At the end of the day, like, obviously with the show, a lot of, with me, it was a lot of, having the clothes off and kind of goofing around and stuff like that. And, at the end of the day, I don't want to be, I try to go out of my way not to be perceived as arrogant, because I feel like it's easy to think I'm arrogant, or just because, doing modeling and all that stuff is just stereotypical, an arrogant thing, I guess. But I'll tell you what, I'll be the first one to make fun of myself. Like, I will go out of my way to, like, I don't like arrogance. I honestly will make fun of myself first, just because I just don't want to be perceived that way. I guess that's one of the bigger things, which I think, like you said, the show did a good job. Like, I don't, not to make it come across arrogant, being naked all the time. And, I'll have fun with it. I'll have fun with whatever the situation is. And that's kind of what unfolded on the show. So, I guess my legacy will be to, I just have fun with whatever situation is given to me.
And you did, and you accomplished that, and it was perfectly said.
Oh, thanks. Well, yeah, at the end of the day, I'm like, I don't have any, I'm not a long-term goal person, like, because I feel like I leave my life sort of uneasy. Like, I never had jobs where I had like job security. Like, I've always kind of done my own thing and just kind of hoping the next door is going to open, and try to make things happen and just keep going that way, instead of settling in a job and have job security, the same way we talked about relationships. It's all in the same realm for me. Just kind of letting things happen and see where it goes.
We're about to close, and I would like to find out, what words of wisdom would you like to leave the listeners and future listeners, of sage advice that has helped you throughout your life?
I guess, I mean, for, like I just said, the biggest thing is, and I'm going to steal this. I'm actually stealing this from Claire, kind of, because this was her big thing with Yosef. And for me, it's not about a guy, but in the way she used it. But for me, it's just don't settle for any situation, whether it be career or relationship. Don't settle just to settle. Like, if you think you can do better or keep going and find something better, do it. Don't settle. She said, don't settle for, her quote was like, I don't settle for guys like that, referring to Yosef, but it's kind of the same thing.
Who would you like to give a shout out to?
If we're going to give shout outs, I gotta give a shout out to my boy, Chris Harrison.
There you go.
I love him.
Anyone else? Mom, dad?
Of course. Yeah. Mom and dad, my brother, my sister, that, my aunt, my uncle, my cousins, that's like our watch party crew. We all gathered every week to watch the show, and, it actually, that whole thing turned into a cool, like, family get together every week too, which, it was kind of nice.
So to the ladies that are listening, who will be listening, and to put it out there in the universe, Kenny loves a beautiful morning, romantic date, meeting, Sunday morning with coffee, whatever you want to call it. And while having everybody buy in sync.
Yeah. Backstreet Boys. That's Backstreet Boys.
Oh, Backstreet
You're going to get
I'm going to get in trouble.
You'll get in trouble. Yeah, you're going to get in trouble for that.
Okay, that's fine. I don't mind getting in trouble. All right. So, Backstreet Boys. It's been that long. I'm 46 years old. You think I should remember that? But listen, I don't stay in the past. I keep moving forward.
Oh God.
But we did play in sync, though.
Yeah.
That was
you would be 46. You're probably more like New Kids on the Block and stuff. You're a little pre Backstreet and sync. Close.
If they ever debut again in Vegas, I did live in Vegas for a while. I'll have to go back out and refresh my memory. But I still couldn't believe how young with the video Justin Timberlake looked. Wow.
Oh man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Boy.
He's good, man. He's still doing his thing.
I got his album, the Woods album.
Oh, the Woods. Yeah, I saw that concert when it came through Chicago, United Center.
Yeah,
very good.
I got the vinyl. I love my vinyls.
Dude, I just got into vinyl. I started collecting vinyls a couple months ago. It's the best thing I ever did.
Isn't it?
I love it.
You getting a good deal? You got a local record shop near you, or?
Yeah, it turns out I got at the end of my block, State Madison in Chicago, Reckless Records. I go there, literally I go every Saturday afternoon and grab a couple of records. It's awesome. I love it.
Well, I'm serious. I definitely want to come out and visit you sometime out there in the Windy City. We can go to the record store together. I'm going to have to definitely bring a big suitcase so I can check my bag in and take them home with me.
Yeah, dude. It's a good store. You'll go nuts there.
Price is reasonable, or are they still charging like it was back in the 80s?
No, it's all used stuff. So like I go in, I don't spend more than $20 every time I go in there.
How many records you get for that?
I usually grab at least three or four for $20.
That's not bad when it used to be 20, 24, 25, sometimes 30 for one.
Oh yeah. No, you can find some good ones. I've been killing it. Wow. I got a good collection going.
Kenny, please hold the line. We're going to be closing out. Thank you everyone for joining Kenny, Braasch, and I live on air with Stephen Cuoco on Power 98.5. Tune in tonight. New episode on ABC, The Bachelorette, 8 p.m., 7 Central. You and I are tuning in.
I'll be watching.
Me too. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day. And we love you.
Friend us on your socials and let's connect.